Thank you. Oscar? Let's give it. Oscar to come out. Well, actually, you have to become the voice of Oscar. He lost his voice.
Janagodangi Radhe Vrindavameshwari Vishwanusupede Pranamami Haripriye.
Saloni, you have to go ahead. Next one. Follow. You can see or you know it. After that will be posted, okay? Close your eyes and say the phrase. What's the next one? Huh? Which one? Which one's the next one? Do you know? Which one is the next one? Yes, go ahead.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Ethan, you know the next one? Okay, I'll show you on the screen. And you've been coming here since last few weeks, non-stop.
I wasn't here last week.
Okay, you didn't miss much, don't worry. But you are here today. Very nice. Okay, give him the microphone. He can go lead us to the next prayer. This one. Is it easy for you?
Yeah, that's easy.
Do it. Loud and clear.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So these are the prayers that we always say. Before trying to speak a little bit about the Supreme Lord, about His glories and His devotees' glories, it gives us, we cannot asking the Lord some permission. Everything we do, we need to have some permission, right? No one owns nothing. Even though I could be the owner of something, that also is given to me by someone else, right? So you always have to seek permission. Like my father provided everything to me. My father may not be there physically, but the permission is to be there. For that, please grant me the mercy that I can use everything you've given me properly in the Lord's service. These prayers help us to, come in the right mood of our previous teachers. Previous teachers that help us to do things in the same way. You don't change anything. You can change the method, not the message. Change the method, not the message. So nowadays we use microphone, we use audio systems, everything. So people can be heard, everything can be heard nicely. So what is going on in today's world? What is the thing that's subject of all discussions? Especially in social media and other places in the world. Huh?
Olympics.
Oh, Olympics, okay. Olympics will finish in a few days. And after they're done, even though the Olympics is going on, what else is going on? Election, election also. That's going on too. In election too. In election and in Olympics, and it could be in devotee's life too, right? War, right? Very good. War starts from what? Beginning is from what? Huh? No, not envy. Huh? Very good, envy. A little bit before envy, on a soft level, which can be changed. Greed also. Pretty much there.
Bad karma from simple
activities. But what's the normal American word? Love all. Huh? Hate no one. Hate is what's going on in the whole world. So everything is right. But what is acceptable, the word is going on around in this country, especially in this country or in the Western world, is don't hate, love, right? So where does our hatred thing start from? Why we have these things going on in ourselves? So today I chose a topic to speak, but we will still have a shloka to go through, as you can see it on the board there. What is causing these hatreds? In general, in a quick thoughts, what would cause something for you to hate somebody?
The difference, bodily identification.
Very good.
Bodily identification.
Bodily identification, the difference of something disrespected, jealousy of something they have, something I don't have, greed, opinion, right? What was it?
Propaganda from warmongers in charge of our media and government.
That's also one of the things there. Ethan?
Ignorance.
Ignorance. Ignorance, I like ignorance. If we get closer to what I want to start the discussion today, those things are great, good topic, good words. It kind of happens on a very, not from beginning level, from the high level. So start from where? Ignorance. If you come below ignorance, what comes from there? Below ignorance. Miss, India, no,
Misunderstanding.
misunderstanding. Nothing was wrong actually, but I misunderstood you. Nothing was wrong, but I just misunderstood. Misunderstanding happens naturally. And the problem happens, we don't try to rectify the misunderstanding. It's like, the devotees always say this, it's not hard to get Krishna. What is hard? Is it hard to get Krishna? No, it's not hard to get Krishna. To develop the desire to get Krishna is very hard. We all have the desire to get Krishna on some days, 4 o'clock. After that, some other desires develop. Go to work, business, profit, losses, this. The desire to get Krishna. So, misunderstanding can sound like it can be very easily stopped, right? All you do is remove the MIS. Make the MIS, MIE, missing in action. So, no misunderstanding, understanding, great. Right? Everywhere it happens. Whenever it happens, devotee's life is very dangerous because things go very fast, very big, and then Krishna Parad, and our own bhakti gets affected with those things. So, now let's get to the positive side topic. To understand someone, what do we need to do? To say anything comes into your head. Huh? Empathy, good.
Listen.
Listen. Very nice. Next.
Awareness.
How do you thought of that answer? How do you think of this answer? Listen.
Doing what I am to understand you.
Exactly. And what Krishna does here, Arjuna was speaking for so long, in the chapter 1 to 2 almost. Krishna was, yeah, go ahead, yeah. He didn't say any word. He was listening very good. So listen. And who would you want to listen to? Like, let's now get from the concepts to the personal level. Who would you want to listen to?
Who we care for usually.
Okay, very good. Who we care for? Any word is there? Who we care for? Very good. I like the answer. Who we care for. This how to describe this good. What is the word we could use to describe the person who we care for?
Faith.
Huh?
Faith.
Faith? No, the person. Loved one, teacher, and in a more general term, like I'm saying. Who should be your? Well-wisher, also a more simple word.
Friend.
Huh?
Friend.
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 There's a word called folk, F-O-L-K. What is simple?
Hope.
Yeah, very nice, Maharaj. Yeah. Hindudunu Maharaj made that up for his group. Folks, friends of Lord Krishna. So, friend, now, if you hate someone, that means definitely not your. Shh. Let's start from there, right? Everyone's okay to start on this level? Because we don't want to make friends with people. Right? We only want to love someone who we have a benefit from. And I love. Now, Srila Prabhupada gives the definition of friend. Friend, two definitions, which we think about is reality. What we think is friend is for? What do you call this thing? Oh, Mataji knows. Chit-chatting. You know chit-chatting? TikTok, Instagram, you know? Oh, not okay, but you know it. Yeah, this means friends is not for chit-chatting. We think, let's wake up at 2 a.m. in the night and chit-chat. Hey, what's going on? How's your bhakti going on at that time of the night? Chit-chatting. But friendship, by Prabhupada's explanation, mean who cares about your, you guys have said already, welfare. Well-being, welfare. That is a friend. Now, anyone disagrees to this point, then we discuss, otherwise we move on. A friend should be someone who discusses the welfare of each other. Anyone disagrees? Mataji, you hear from friends who discusses the welfare with you? Yes, ma'am. Mataji. Yeah, your Mataji. You have some friends who discusses some welfare with you, about your welfare? Yes. And what is the welfare they discuss about? What is the welfare? What type of welfare? Not what exactly. What type of welfare? So 4. Okay. We are on Canto 4, creation of the order, chapter 28. Okay, so what is the welfare that we should be discussing? At least here. Kalash. Okay, let me ask you this way. What kind of welfare would you want someone to come and discuss with you? Like, what do you want Oscar to discuss with you if you consider Oscar as your friend?
Like anything related, if we are here, definitely.
Something specific, don't say anything, just something specific.
Oh.
So he can hear you clearly, and when he gets his voice back next week, he'll answer that to you. So tell him, I'm telling you this, check this on me.
Yeah, something like, you can ask like, oh, how's your chanting going on?
Perfect, very good, that's enough. That's one of them. Somebody else? Marisha, what's another welfare that you want Kobe Bhav to check on you? So ask you, not check on social, ask.
How's your reading going?
Oh, very good. So you heard her? And you're going to ask the same thing to her, but she doesn't come on the calls. So help her. Right. How's your chanting going? How's your reading going? What are these types of checking welfare about? Do we need this kind of welfare?
Yes.
I'll tell you, tell me.
Yes.
Why do we need someone to check on Mataji, how's your money, income, you have job or no? How's your son listening to you? You have a nice sari, I like it. Wow, where did you buy this from? This is nice to hear, right? Mataji, I like this, or Prabhuji, I like that. This welfare is great, right? But you guys are saying no. You guys are saying that spiritual welfare is so important to ask someone, how's Japa going on? How's reading going on? How's the offering going on? How's cooking going on? And how's everything else related to the spiritual teachings going on? Why do you say that Vishnu? Oh, by the way, Vishnu got crowned yesterday as to become the doctor of psychology. Oh. Medical?
Materials engineering.
My God, this is a spiritual engineering. Doctor in materials engineering, so his name is Dr. Vishnu Raj Shukla. So everyone make sure talk to him as doctor. Dr. Saab. You have the video? Yes, someone, yeah. My phone is on the otherwise I was planning to show it on the screen, but it's live going on. But yeah, everyone can say congratulations to him by saying Hare Krishna Mahamantra one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. That was the good news. The bad news is he's leaving us. Only to come back every month. So Seva Saturdays be here. Okay, so this is where we are in today's world. Misunderstanding, because that led us, the misunderstanding led us to eventually hate someone, and everything evolved, or not evolved, erupted. Jealousy, hatred, war, this, everything gone, right? And it starts because someone who had a potential to develop friendship with, I took it the wrong way because of what? He or she did something wrong? No. Answer is right. What does misunderstanding mean? What is it?
Something means I understood it bad.
Exactly. This is the difficult part to accept. I did something wrong. No, it's your fault. You can. Today Mataji came so early. I said, oh, very nice. So personally to keep inviting.
There was service so I came.
Yeah, but also with service Mataji can give us some fruits, some prasadam also. They'll definitely make her come. Right. Now let's get to this text and discuss things from the revered scriptures, the revealed scriptures, so we can understand better the point that we are driving to. Because all these things that comes to our mind, whatever I'm talking, you also can talk like this too, but we must always join it with the scriptures so that we can understand what is the foundation of these things. Why should we be a friend to others? It's a good question, right? Why should be a friend? Why should we be? Shilsa Mataji, do you have any enemies? Or do you think you have any enemies? No, right? So why should someone be your friend? Why should someone be your friend? Just give some answer you thought.
I mean, we need friends in the life, right? To share something.
That's the thing. What things? two parts, spiritual,
And material.
material. And we mostly have friends for the material reasons, and with the same letter material happens misunderstanding. Happens or not?
Yes.
You have been through? So all of us go through this situation. So we want friends so I can be of service to somebody else. This kind of friendship Prabhupada teaches us in his teachings through Krishna's own examples. Krishna, what is the one of the thing Prahlad Maharaj said in the 9th process of bhakti? No, just hey, you guys know this already now.
Sakyam.
That's it. Sakyam. You can't just go, it's like a tape recorder. It starts only from the beginning. And CDs can play me from anywhere, right? Nowadays CDs play, but tape recorder only from the beginning. So now you guys know this. Sakyam. Sakyam means for the friends. Yeah. Sakyam means friendship. For Ethan and Max, just to know these Sanskrit words. So important to develop Sakyam, and Krishna offers himself to become a friend with him. Great. Now, Canto 4, text 28, text 53. Gopi Bhava, you read this one? This text in English.
The Brahmana continued, my dear friend.
Okay.
The Brahmana continued, my dear friend, even though you cannot immediately recognize me, can't you remember that in the past you had a very intimate friend? Unfortunately, you gave up my company and accepted a position as enjoyer of this material world.
Can you say something?
Um,
Who's the Brahmana here?
I don't know, but
Wait. Good. You said, I don't know, but what was the part about?
I was going to say that sometimes because...
No, look at the screen only. Why is the me in capital? Who's the Brahmana? Right away. That's it. This is the magic of Srila Prabhupada's writings. You can write it away. You don't have to think of Sudama, Vipra, Me in capital. Could be Krishna. No one knows the behind the background of the story. No problem. Me and. Now just keep some thought that you think about this text.
Yeah, it's like association. A lot of people, you can have really good association, but sometimes when you want to, that's basically what happened. They wanted to enjoy more, so they gave up the association of Krishna, and because of that, they were not able to recognize who he was anymore in their life.
Yeah, okay. But can you just give me without a Krishna part, regular, without a spiritual definition right away. Give something regular in what happens in our
Like if
lives.
someone has a different opinion than you, then you go to the other side of the field because you don't agree with them,
Yeah,
because you want something different than them.
yeah, and the very nice line here. Do you remember we were friends before? Right or no? It happens, right? Can't we remember? You want to say this, but we know, yeah, we were friends before. Now they only watch me on internet, on Instagram. Someone sent her a message that they watched you on internet, on YouTube Shorts. You guys were playing last week or before last week. School friend. They won't go and know you were personal life, but internet power of internet. That's great. But they were still friends, right? Hope so. So, can't you remember means we used to be friends before. Right? We don't remember enemies right now. And we are trying to think of how to make it up. But exactly what Krishna is speaking we have gone through this on our life. Bro, thank you for coming. You visiting or you're living here? Yes, you.
Oh, yeah, I live like an hour from
An hour from here. What's your name, bro?
Amartya.
Amartya. Very nice, bro. An hour is like which side? Vietnam?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Oh, okay. Melbourne. Okay, we have one devotee there, Raj. So I'll share his contact with you. So you guys can hang out there or come together here. It works out. 1 hour not bad, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Goloka is very far. This is close by. Yeah, our replica of Goloka is right here. So, unfortunately, there's a hard part here, a difficult part. Unfortunately, you gave up, now Krishna speaking, gave up my company to do what? Max, why did you leave Krishna's company?
To enjoy material.
And now you want to go back to his company? Think like that? Yes. It might make sense. We all want to get back to Krishna's company. We are trying to figuring it out how we can do. So the Brahmana, now this story in every Bhagavatam pastime, there are different stories, which is a different background each time, right? So this background is one background, what is happening. We don't really worry about what background is here. This is the story about Puranjana when he becomes a woman. Okay, that's one story. Now Krishna has done so many different pastimes, but what he leaves after that is the message to do what in future in our lives, right? Like he danced on the heads of the Kaliya. He was the only demon he did not kill. He did say, I won't call him a demon, because he did not kill. All the demons he kills. So there was another story after that, what he did. So what we can learn from this story? This is a very good pastime of Puranjana story. We all know this story, right? What is the one key part about Puranjanas? Now Puranjans, in the story, this thing comes up. The city of
9 gates.
very nice, all of you know, sure. City of 9 gates. Where is the city? In Orlando?
Body.
Wow, which body? Our body? We have cities here? Wow. What is the cities called? What are the the body of the city. What are the gates called? Let's be a little bit. Nimai, go ahead, give the microphone to Nimai. Nimai wants to become explicitly this. Explain this.
Holes in the body. There's a different gates.
Yes. Okay, holes in the body. 9. You want to give us the 9? Remind us the 9.
There's the eyes, the ears, the nose.
So wait a minute. 2 eyes, just like the
2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, the mouth, and the 2 holes in the genitals.
Right. That makes us 9 gates where only what comes out? Dirt comes out. The 2 genitals, dirt comes out naturally. Everywhere else, even eyes, you wake up in the morning, dirt comes out. Mouth, all the white things sometimes here. But then we get up nice good makeup, shave, whatever. Good. But see, this is truth be told. We are living in the city of 9 gates. This body is not going to give us any pleasure. Last line, we chose a position, but the mistake we made. What mistake we made? If you can remember what I just said quickly. We came in this body called the city of 9 gates, and we wanted to enjoy this material world. Enjoying is good. Krishna wants us to enjoy. Anandamaya Bhashya, the soul is supposed to enjoy. But what is the mistake we made when you ask Krishna that I want to enjoy the material world?
You are his company.
Brave of the company.
You want to enjoy without.
We chose the wrong body. Instead of spiritual body, we chose the material body. Spiritual body, there's no 9 gates. And there's no darkness, all illuminated, self-illuminated. Now this, Krishna says, yes, you can go to material world and enjoy, but you have this choice. You cannot have the spiritual body. Spiritual body means what? No doctor visits, no co-pays, and no urgent care, nothing. Material body will go through this thing. What do you want to do? And we foolishly said, Chalega. It's okay, we'll take it. Because the enjoyment was so much in our head, to separately enjoy away from Krishna, we thought, we'll take this. Yes or no? And then this is what happened. So, now imagine, not imagine, the truth. Where is Krishna? Rasmikra?
Never heard.
Very nice, Prabhu. Wow! Mother is not teaching him, it's like very nice. First shot on my heart. Sitting as what? What else?
Friend.
Friend, very nice answer. Why a friend? Why I'm asking friend answer? Because the answer is given also. What kind of friend is been given example as? 2
Birds.
bird story. Right? From there we know 2 birds. Now, we as one of the bird are doing our whatever we want to do. He will time to time as a friend respond to us as the Chaitya Guru or the Guru in our heart. His consciousness to awaken us. Don't you, you're doing too much? Go slow, take it easy, So then we'll be like, okay, today I should not do this. It's nonsense, not doing it. Sometimes he will speak from inside, and sometimes he can also come outside. So many examples we've seen. Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj. So I wanted to just touch base on this part of Krishna's being our best friend. And the meaning of friendship?
Well,
And something W, not war, well-wisher and also, we just said it already. Welfare, welfare. Who checks on your welfare. Well-wisher means what? I wish you all the best. Oh, welfare, can I help you? Can I do something for you? Prabhupada says, I'm a well-wisher because he gave everything to us. He didn't say, I'll come and get a japa for you. No. He gave everything for us. Now do it. He gave the duties for us, he gave the seva for us, he gave the kirtan, instruments for us, everything he gave. So that's the welfare he given us, well-wisher and welfare. So, now let's have some reading here. Nima, you want to start us off? And then I'll tell you when to stop and you can give a small feedback of what you thought.
Purport of His Divine Grace A.C. Prabhupada. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 7:27, Icha Dvesha Samutena Dvandva Mohena Bharata Sarva Bhutani Samoham Sarge Yanti Parantapa. O sign of Bharata, Arjuna, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. This is an explanation of how the living entity falls down into this material world. In the spiritual world, there is no duality, nor is there hate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead expands himself into many. In order to enjoy bliss more and more, the Supreme Lord expands himself into different categories. As mentioned in the Varaha Purana, he expands himself in Vishnu Tattva, the Svamsha expansion, and his marginal potency, the Vibhinamsha, or the living entity. These expanded living entities are innumerable, just as the minute molecules of sunshine are innumerable expansions of the sun. The Vibhinamsha expansions, the marginal potencies of the Lord, are the living entities. When the living entities desire to enjoy themselves, they develop a consciousness of duality and come to hate the service of the Lord. In this way, the living entities fall into the material world, and the prema of Vivarta is set.
Yeah. Just up to there. You will give thought or feedback of what you just read from there.
So it's talking about how we fall down because of the dualities from the spiritual world, because of the dualities. And there's no dualities present there, but because we have desire or like have adversity or desires for other things, we fall down.
And the last part is on the screen.
And also because we desire to enjoy or to hate the service of the Lord.
That's very dangerous, you know. Hate. Anyone hates the service of the Lord here? We may, but we will not even say yes. We feel scared. But this is the truth. We come to the point of hating the service of the Lord. So if you hate the service of the Lord, what about us? Hating us is easy. No big deal. If you can hate the Lord, why can't you hate us? You know, his servants, his disciples, his devotees. That is very, very dangerous. So, dualities. What is the opposite of duality? Duality means what? In simple English?
Happiness and distress.
Both sides. Yeah, there. This or that. Me or Lord? Tea, coffee or me? Me or Lord? So what is the duality here?
Absolute.
Right. Very good, Mataji. No, duality is not absolute, man.
Happy-
Duality means,
Happiness and
Opposite.
distress.
yeah, opposite.
Good and bad.
This is opposite or absolute?
Duality opposite won't be absolute.
Oh, is it? Yeah, okay, oh, it's opposite. Yes, good, very good. Yeah.
Opposite.
What else which we did last week? Last week, last week. Very deep time text. And this one from the text up there also. What is the word in English? Opposite of duality. Marsha. What is the word in this text? Come on, guys.
Many branch.
Opposite. Many branches dualities.
Unity.
Resolute. I'm trying to pick the words Prabhupada said. So let's pick his words. Resolute or no? Prabhupada said, if those who are on this path are simply resolute. They are resolute means Ekeha Kurunandana. I'm going to get my doctor's degree. I'm not going to make some girlfriends or boyfriends here. Get the degree and be here. Focus on these things. Focus on these things. And those who are not are many arms. How many arms we have? Only here. Just make sure no one breaks any foots there. So you have to keep an eye there. Okay. Those who are not resolute, any branch. Sometimes, in the beginning of you meet, the boy meets the girl, and they do this petal of roses. He loves me not, she loves me not. Keep going like this. We have to become focused. Right? So, this text is very good for us to remind us that we don't want to hate the Lord. You see the important part here? What is this? Hate the Lord?
Service.
So what is important? Thank you. Wow, very good. The services is as important as I was saying earlier. The desire to love the Lord is also very important. Getting Krishna is not important. Developing the intense desire to get Krishna is very important, which you don't get. No one hates the Lord, but everyone hates the service of the Lord. Why no one hates the Lord? Why no one hates the Lord? Ethan, what do you think? No one hates the Lord. In simple terms, not these details, any Lord.
Is a friend a scale?
The Lord is resolute. He's one.
That's also good. But simple answer.
Scale.
Scared is one thing. What else?
Lord is a friend.
Okay, maybe he's not a friend, for example. But he is our order supplier. Oh Lord, give me a house by the sea. Right? That's the real house that we want, especially in Florida or in California. So that's our desire. That's why we don't hate the Lord, because we know He's the only one who gives these things. We know that much. We have that much intelligence. But can we show our gratitude in terms of giving little service to the Lord? What's the answer? Not today. Just to be nice to everybody, not today. Some other time, not today. Today is very bad weather. But thank you all if you came. You guys enjoying the weather? Great.
I like it.
Okay, nice, yeah. It's also another form of Krishna's mercy coming down. Very good. Oscar, one day we should play soccer in the rain. Yeah, why not? So, this is the part I want to get to. As a mind Purnima I was reading. Hating the service of the Lord is where everything is. We become crazy at times. The crazy devotee is good. Crazy devotee is always looking for services. But not the other crazy who just say, no. Service. Right? Good. Okay. Krishna. President Kumar, can you go on this one? That's the Prema Vivarta. Quran says this.
Krishna Bahirmukha Hana Bhoga Vancha Kare Nikatastha Maya Tare Japatiya Dhare. The natural position of the living entity is to serve the Lord in a transcendental loving attitude. When the living entity wants to become Krishna himself or imitate Krishna, he falls down into the material world. Since Krishna is the Supreme Father, his affection for the living entity is eternal.
Okay, up to that much, because I want to change the screen right now. And this is a very famous shloka, it's going to be very nice when I ask you to look at it.
What sticks out is Krishna's love for us is eternal, but Prabhupada says we want to become imitation Krishnas. We want to imitate, we want to be him. We don't want to serve him.
Yeah.
But our natural position is to serve him in a loving attitude, which we're developing right now. We're not there. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to serve in a loving attitude. Right now we serve. Hopefully it will become loving at some point.
Exactly. Loving is how do you define loving?
Means with voluntarily, independently, not forced. Because you feel like you want to do it. Just like I want to do something for my child.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's nice. So, but Krishna sometimes what is our position is to serve the Lord, right, in loving attitude. Now, where is this love?
Where is this love?
Yeah. I want you guys to think a little bit, so I'm asking some questions. Where is this love? Now I want to serve Krishna by giving him a fruit. So what happens first? Huh?
Action.
Yes. Where does desire develop? Inside. The loving attitude has to develop inside. Otherwise, it is a show only. Yep. Today I gave $1 million donations. Thank you. Like this. Outside. Inside, say hona chahiye. From inside, the desire should be there. That yes, I want to do this. Let's say, okay, example of son or mother or child you gave, right? The mother doesn't have to know when my child will wake up, then I'll make everything ready. Before that, everything's all set, good to go. Right? Because always meditating on that point. That's the type of love. So from inside, from within, right? The transcendental loving attitude can always happen inside here. Outside, if you don't develop within, what happens? Outside will not stay for long. We've seen when devotees come to Seva and then move on and it takes too long. So understanding is very important to properly understand, then you can continue to do this, right? So why does Krishna sometimes test us then? I want to serve Krishna, but he's give me difficulties. Like Prahlad Maharaj. He's a friend.
Checking on your welfare.
Prahlad Maharaj got summoned so many times and Krishna didn't come. He came at the end almost. Why? Why do you think Krishna came at the end? Anybody? One the living end. Yeah, anybody?
So,
Why?
you think the answer is he wants to heighten the emotion within the hearts of the devotees.
Oh, very bold. Very nice.
But you would think he's thinking about the Prahlad, right? But actually I was thinking some more. He's thinking about us as the listeners of the story. The emotion in our hearts needs to be raised. Because Prahlad might not be feeling the anxiety because his trust is so much in the Lord. But we don't have that trust. Right? I don't know if it makes sense.
It makes total sense. What do we have?
We have faith.
Exactly. We have faith. Up to the end of the cliff. The trust is the bottom. So, very good. Yeah. So this is where we feel that something was missing from the Lord's part to come to me. Let me do it myself. He's not doing it. He's not giving it. Let me just do it myself. Sometimes, we try to have our employees or work done. They don't do it. Forget it. I'll do it myself. Sometimes that's becoming Krishna. That's becoming Krishna. I'll become Krishna myself. I'll do it myself. So then we don't realize the consequences of those things. And at the end, we realize that we are handicapped now. We need some help, and no one is there. And the only help out there is Krishna's help. And then, by the time we want to go to Krishna, we already develop what in our heart against his services? Hatred. Hatred is a big word, right? To hate something is very, very big. It's not like you can just simply say, no, I don't want this. No? Hatred is a big word if I don't want to hate someone. You guys don't hate me, right? You guys hating me? You guys hating me what? Why are you leaving?
We have to go back home.
You just came. You
I
just
don't want to go back before it starts.
tell your dad I'll come later on. Tell them there's a big storm coming right now.
No, I'll
We're
be-
stuck here. Okay, no worries.
We'll see you next time.
Sure. But next time come and stay for 1 whole hour.
Yeah.
So Ethan, let me ask you. I'll do the next one for you. Vishnu, you know the next one? When?
When the living entity falls down into the material world, the Supreme Lord, through his Swamsa expansion, Paramatma, keeps company with the living entity. In this way, the living entity may someday return home, back to Godhead. Yeah, it's the compassion of the Lord that if we said we hate your service and we want to go to the material world, he says, I'm coming with you, as Shiva Dashai.
How can that happen, right? I want to go back home, but I hate your service. A good analysis, right? Everyone wants to go back home, but they don't want to serve the Lord. So what does it mean? What are you going to do over there? What? Sanjana? That's it, right? Only service. But right now, I don't want to train myself up for the service. Like you guys go to school. studying hard to get a degree so you can get a good job. But if you don't study hard, only want a good job, then it was never possible, right? So same way here. So now, if you can remember the sloka, the text in the beginning, we forgot of the Lord, right? Ethan, you know, give a try and basically you read and give your understanding, whatever you think you could share with all of us, what you think this part that you read meant.
By misusing his independence, the living entity falls down from the service of the Lord and takes a position in this material world as an enjoyer. That is to say, the living entity takes his position within material body, wanting to take a very exalted position. The living entity instead becomes entangled in repetition of birth and death.
You want to give us some thoughts? First of all, what do we do?
We fall down by too heavily identifying with the material world. With
Very
the
nice. You said nicely.
And we
First line, the first line, first two words. First four words.
we kind of, by misusing his independence, that's kind of a
His is our here. We by misusing our independence. Right? So anything you mentioned nicely. We have this situation where we become too independent, thinking that yes, I got this thing. Sometimes what can example give me there for independence? Independence. By misusing our independence. What examples can be given?
so rather than going to the temple, doing your reading, doing your chanting, put it in your spiritual work. Instead, you use your time and your energy for things that don't serve you in the long run.
Okay, that's a very intelligent thought. That's nice. That's one way to think of intelligence. Right. And you know these things are set happening different times. Like this activity happens on Sunday. So it's only one day you could, maybe I could do other things other days. Sunday I'm reserved for temple and study there. So that's good. And we are free. No one's going to come and check on you. I don't have even a number to check on you. And you could be somewhere else. And maybe I think, it's doing good. Or you think also I'm doing good. But this is where we evaluate or analyze that yes, I have this independence, I have my car, I have gas in my car, I have the money, let me go to temple and study and then do everything else after that. So, when we misuse anything, what happens? Has any one of you misused any independence type of thing you would say? Vishnu is smiling. Did you misuse your parents' money and put it all into your college degree?
Yes, Prabhu, I think I do it every day, probably.
Okay.
Misusing independence.
Okay.
Because
Honest.
I think so. Reading this text, I think misusing independence is, any kind of desire for material enjoyment is being considered as misusing the independence. So that's what I understood.
Very nice. And Nansuk Bhai has come to temple so many times. He always wants to help the temple grow bigger and better. And thank you for being here. So you are using your services that Krishna has given you. The Lakshmi Krishna has given you in Krishna's service. Very nice. So you have Lakshmi already. Very nice. Nansuk Bhai always comes here in the morning. Usually comes in the mornings and says, I want to help build temple, make things bigger and better. So now you see, and it's good that you are using your independence, your intelligence in the service of Krishna directly. It's very nice. So wanting to take an exalted position. This is like very funny to me. What does exalted position mean? Exalted position?
Trying to be Krishna.
I'm the best since Abraham Lincoln. So this kind of things has given us only one thing, the last line. Whether you believe it or not, this is going to happen. Coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. Okay? So Max, you know this one from he. You know this one? This is Max. This is Ethan, Max. Everyone make sure of the names and make friends from he onwards.
He selects his position as a human being, a demigod, a cat, a tree, etc. In this way, the living entity selects a body out of 8,400,000 forms and tries to satisfy himself by a variety of material enjoyment. The supersoul, however, does not like him to do this. Consequently, the supersoul instructs him to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Good. You will give a small snippet of what you understood.
Sounds like the soul has an option of how they want to come down into the material world. And then, as long as they keep wanting to enjoy it, they keep coming back in different forms.
Right. Very good. Thank you. So, in the material world, we can be human being as well as a. Huh? No. Wait, everyone saying. What's better than human being? Demigod. Demigod. That's the thing. We can also become a demigod, but still be on the material plane. Which demigod you want to become? Someone? Make sure you guys do a drama about this. Which demigod should I become? Let me go. Krishna, we have a proposal for you. I'm giving ideas now. Let me become a demigod. I still want to be a cat. I'll better be a redwood tree standing for 6,000 years or whatever. So you can go there. So we all can come in different positions. Krishna has given us this, what do you call this? Freedom or liberty? Liberty or Shri Shri Nithai Gaura Raja Ki Jai. Right. So we select our position. What's the good thing about today? At least I would say whoever is in this room. Yes, very loudly. Yes.
We chose to be here.
Oh, others. Here we chose to be human beings. At least human being. So what are we really? We are human beings. Who remembers this? I told you guys. You forgot Vishnu? I think I tell a lot to President Kumar. He always has the answers. We chose to. Okay, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Yes or no? Everyone agrees? We are spirit soul. Prabhupada said so. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings from the very beginning. Is Krishna spiritual or material? So if we were with Krishna and we are here with Krishna today in his services, we are spiritual beings. So we are having the human experience, the cat experience, the dog experience, or the tree experience, etc. 8.4 million. Next, makes sense to you? We all are spiritual beings. But because we have gotten this body as human being, now we are able to put things together and know. Where is the door? Where is the door? Here. Open the door and get out. A tree doesn't know where the door is. A cat doesn't know where the door is. Dog doesn't know. They will be stuck. In this human body you are able to. This is the only vehicle which we can use to slip out back to where it came from. Right? Now, the second line here, which Max read, the super soul. What does it say there? Say it. Super soul. Say it loudly. What does super soul doesn't want us to do?
Does not like to.
Do what?
Division of birth and death.
What else? Say it a little bit more. Doesn't want us to do what?
Select a body out of 8.4 million species.
Oh, that's also a good one. It's a good one. What else? So much close to them. Huh? That's also good. Now think of the friend. Suppose the friend, however, does not like us to do this. What would a friend does not like us to do?
Suffer.
Huh?
Suffer.
Suffer.
Suffer. Okay. I had a different word, but it's good. Suffer, and what else?
Misuse our independence.
Misuse and separate. Shh. Isn't that a good friend? Like mothers, you are now becoming a friend to your kids now, right? Or still a mother? Become a friend. Right. So when you become a friend, so you don't just say no. You explain things to them, right? The kids, no, small kids, no, so they know it. Time out. Good. But otherwise, now going bigger, you make them understand properly, otherwise they will separate. Yes or no? You will be good with this, right? All the kids know these things, right? We all, the kids, then I'm just speaking on behalf of the kids, they know, they want the parents to know this. Talk to me nicely, explain to me, don't just say one word, right? Or 2 words. So otherwise they will separate from us. If they separate to go to Krishna, then it's great. But otherwise they'll separate. So this separation is what the super soul who is a friend. Now Prabhupada is a super soul because we don't want to become friends with the super soul right now. We don't leave there. Let me do your stuff, don't bother me. Right? I'm just doing I think I'm doing okay. But he does not like us. He doesn't force us not to do, but doesn't like these things for us to do. So consequently, who wants to read? Rosie, you read? Max, give the microphone to Bishop Prabhu. From consequently.
Consequently, the super soul instructs him to surrender under the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord then takes charge of the living entity, but unless the living entity is uncontaminated by material desires, he cannot surrender to the Supreme Lord.
After this, good. So give you feedback. What Prabhupada says here.
Krishna is in everyone's heart as the super soul, and he's waiting to guide us back to home, back to Godhead. But with our material contamination, you can't hear that voice of the soul, of the super soul. So Prabhupada is saying here that you have to become cleansed of material desires. Then you can hear the voice of the super soul within your heart and surrender to Krishna.
We are ready. What is stopping us? I want to go back home. Material desire is stopping me. Material desire can be anything. Can be anything. But you might think it was no material speech, it was nice. My family, my home, my kids. We have heard so many songs from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. Gaur Chandra Pole. Kota Nidra Maya. Kota Nidra Jao Maya Pisachila. We think we are doing everything good for my family, my husband, my wife, my kids, but we are actually sleeping in the lap of which called illusion or Maya. That's dangerous. Prabhu, thank you, Prabhu. Everything is going good. This desire is stopping me. The service that I'm hating, like the Sanjana came and did the painting alone that day. I'm so happy that you came out. I thought you always wait for a friend to come. Like we are friends. My friend comes, I'll go. If he doesn't come, I won't go. But you came and did it. That's very nice. That's what recognizes about Krishna. We have to always become recognized by Guru and Krishna. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita, in the Namamrita Bhajan, Hari Namamrita, how it goes? Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. What's the song? First line? Hari Harai Nama Krishna. Yeah. What's the name of the song? Nama something. Namamrita or something. I forgot. What's the name? Nama. I'm pretty sure. Huh? Nam Kirtan. Check it out. I want to also remember myself properly. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. So it's kind of funny, right? Hari on top, Guru, Vaishnavas. But when it comes to us, who should we serve first?
Guru.
Vaishnav, Guru, and Hari. Hari Guru Vaishnava, but we have to serve like this. So Bhoktaram Tapasan Sarva Loka Maheshwaram Suridam Sarva Bhutanam Nyatva Mam Shantim Rachati. These sages, go ahead. Read. Where's the microphone? Wait, microphone.
The sages, knowing me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries.
Yeah. What was stopping us to go back? Material. And here The only way to attain peace from the desires is to what? The third and fourth word. Know me. No God, no peace. Have you heard this? No God, no peace. And the second line is no God, no peace. You heard this? So the first letter is N-O. The second one is K-N-O-W. No God. Like no God, right? There is no God. So this is what happens now. Miseries, right? Someone can you do this one? Last one.
The Supreme Lord is the supreme friend of everyone. However, no one can take advantage of the Supreme Friend's instructions while making his own plans to become happy and entangling himself in the modes of material nature.
That's good. That's you explain. What is the Supreme Lord?
He is everyone's friend.
Yes. Krishna, my buddy, my bestie, my friend.
So you can't listen to what he has to say and then still do whatever you want in the mode of material nature.
Yeah, exactly. So the control is still in his hands. The ring or strings or thread is still in his hands. You might think I could do this, I could do that, but it won't. No. So it's a good thing, right? Right? At home sometimes, we do things when we were younger, we wish that my parents were there to tell me, or someone, my elders, brothers tell me, don't do this, otherwise I would go some more extent. And then what happened? Extent means I heard my own self. Someone told me, shh, don't do this. I'm good, great. So, there, Krishna Prema, the last one. When
there is creation, the living entities take on different forms according to past desires. This means that all the species or forms of life are simultaneously created. Darwin's theory stating that no human being existed from the beginning, but that humans evolved after many, many years is simply a nonsensical theory. From Vedic literature, we find that the first creature within the universe is Lord Brahma. Being the most intelligent personality, Lord Brahma could take charge of creating all the variety found within this material world. So,
past desires, we probably discuss about past desire, karmas, and
yeah.
what do you think then?
And that's everything. So when we enter into the material world, it always sparks with that desire to enjoy away from Krishna. So as soon as that desire is sparked, Krishna already, okay, here's the material world. Everything that you just thought of in your head, it's there. 8.4 million different forms of life. Whatever desire you have at that moment, it's already there for you to enjoy. And if you continue to get caught up in it, everything's there. It will repeat over and over again. Brahma is already taught by the Lord how to create this, maintain it, because there's constantly this desire in everything. And ultimately, when then looking at how he goes into talking about material science, getting divulged in that, as opposed to spiritual science, the Bhagavatam already explains everything, since the Bhagavatam is Krishna in the form of literature. But even then, material desires, how to enjoy, how to understand this material world, but away from Krishna.
Right.
So that's where the scientific understanding is diverging from the Vedas. It's trying to understand the material world without Krishna.
Shh, what is later. After the class. Okay. So this is what is there. It reminds me of not funny thing, but a real thing. If you go to a industrial kitchen have these gas stoves, right? Big gas stoves. If you see the gas stove, because of safety feature that the gas doesn't blow up, the fire in every burners keep burning. Have you seen that or not?
Pilot. It's called pilot.
Pilot flame. Okay, we got the word now. The pilot flame is burning in every of those burners. Big one. And you might think it's losing money using gas, but safety feature. Otherwise, if it's closed and something happens, you burst right this way. A small fire is going out, the gas is being used. I just got reminded of that because I saw one recently. That's our desires are always. Pilot flame is going there. The pilot of the spiritual desires flame is burning here. Take me here, take me there, do this, all these things. So that's the pilot flame you have to blow off. course, we're not living in the material world, so we don't take that example. That is required for the economic industrial businesses. But here, we are required to do two things from this text today. What is the two things we do? In terms of love and hate. Two things, at least. Let's say two things to do from this text. What are the two things? Should we hate the service of the Lord?
No.
What should we do? Okay, great. Love or embrace. So one thing, there's one thing. You got one thing. Second thing? There you go. That's it. So now, how many of us know the meaning of become friends with Krishna? Sakya. Right? And Sakya means become friendly with Krishna. We could be having any other position to do things. So, loving the services, not hating the services. Right? I asked Devashiki Mataji if you can do services yesterday, today, and coming. She said, yes, I'll do the services as long as she's around before going on vacation. So, I'll come back soon. The services are waiting for you. So, we have to do what? Try to understand the service. We may not love the service right away because we don't know what the service involves, right? But if you are hating it, it means what? We are getting away from Krishna. Right? So we start to understand, and slowly the love will develop towards the service. And the other one from this text is to try to make Krishna your friend. Now the meaning of friend, how many of you know the meaning of enemy? Krishna was the meaning of an enemy.
Someone who doesn't want good for us is enemy.
Exactly, the opposite of that is friend. What is the meaning of friend?
Those who want good for us. Yeah.
Those who want good for us. So we accept that Krishna wants the good for us. Yes or no? How many of you accept? What is one of the good things Krishna wants from us? On Sundays.
Be here from 4 to
Service.
Say it loudly.
Be here from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Everyone heard that? At least be here from 4 p.m. 8 p.m. you can see, you can still till midnight too, no problem. But this is what Krishna wants us. If you don't do this, you don't love. Now, when the devotees are singing, what are they singing here at 4 to 5? Bollywood songs? Hollywood songs? What are they singing? The thing that Krishna loves, which is his own. Krishna loves his own names. Now I love my own name too, but now I know Krishna. Krishna loves his own name, so we have to come here to glorify Krishna. And the team is made up ready. I've heard Mataji is also doing good. She's doing good. Wow. Kaustuv? Where's the mridanga? We will find one for you, okay? He wants to play, love to play mridanga. But yes, starting point. This is where we begin to embrace. Eventually, they'll fall into love. Ethan, you play any musical instruments? Just ask me. You know how to play. You do? Which one?
I play mainly the drums.
Drums?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can figure out how the drums can fit in our orchestra here. So it won't be too loud. The decibels would be good enough to bear in our ears, but in small room as well. But definitely it can be taken up when we have a project, a program outside. So we can always do. So we embrace everything. Everything can be used in Krishna service because Krishna has provided everything. Right? And what is the shloka that helps us to become the opposite of many branched in Bhagavad Gita? 241. And what's the word? Resolute. So we had a lot of good things from Krishna directly. And tell me one thing. Let's see if we can have this quick quiz. Why the Brahmana continued? And you all figured out who's the Brahmana? Why does he has to come in the form of Brahmana and not Krishna himself? Give a thought. The purport that I read before, few of this has answered. I won't show you right now. Just think. Something easily. Vaishnavi, what do you think? Why does he have to come in a disguised form?
To test the devotees.
Okay, that's also not wrong. Not wrong. Great.
Easy to relate and be at that level.
Yeah, also good. Yeah, as a friend.
Also, like Krishna didn't show his universal form to everyone.
Exactly, also it's good.
So
also
then
good.
he comes in some disguised
Yeah.
form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, what do you think? I like your smile. Say something. How do you think? What do you think? Why Krishna comes as a Brahmana rather than Krishna? In Vrindavan, does he come as a Brahmana? Only Krishna. There's no other Brahmanas there.
Because I feel like we always serve Brahmana and
Okay, very good. I like that, bro. I like it. Good thought. Good thought. Brahmana here represents two things. Right? Others Brahmana, others Krishna, right? Either or, two things. Brahmana represents the super soul. He is speaking to us every day, every second, how I can call it, from the heart, from inside. Right? He doesn't listen. Sometimes we listen, sometimes we don't listen. Right? So he doesn't come outside until we are fully realized of his love. Because when he comes outside, you want to say yes to everything, you want to say no to nothing. But we are not on that platform yet. We want Krishna and we want the what life? As well. We know, all of us know we want Krishna, but we still want the material life. So he comes as a Brahmana, okay, enjoy. When you're really ready to go, I will come as the magical flute player, the blue boy or carpet boy, like that. And the other thing which you must have heard from many devotees, when you see Krishna, what happens?
Faint.
Yeah. Well, of course you faint. And then when you wake up, you forget everything. I'm going to follow this blue boy behind wherever it goes. Okay, Manisha, last question for you. How can you become friends of Krishna? Friends with Krishna? Let's see.
By knowing?
No. You should know this answer. I think you know this, but you're confused. How did Prabhupada say we can become friends with Krishna?
By making good prasadam.
Huh?
By making good prasadam.
Making good prasadam? No. Let me just make it easier. By one personality. Make it quickly and easily. By one personality. Like Radharani happy? No. Prabhupada said this, guys, you read Prabhupada's books.
By association of devotees.
Okay. Personality, great devotees, but another personality.
Following Prabhupada.
Following Prabhupada. No, Prabhupada says he won't say that.
By chanting.
By shh. Starts with shh. Starts with ch. Nobody gets one ch word.
Chanting. I said chanting.
Chanting, yeah, no, chanting, but I say you gave the hint. Ch.
Lord
Thank you, Sanjali. Wow, she's a good devotee here, sitting there. And I love that when Prabhupada says, not only what we say. What shall I do? You are supposed to say the answer loudly. True. Use 2 mics.
Through Lord Chaitanya, we can become friends with Krishna, and there will be no limit to this friendship.
That's it. Who? Where is Lord Chaitanya?
Here.
Make him your friend, bro. That's it. Prabhupada says it in where? Chaitanya Charitamrita, introduction of Adi Lila. Adi Lila is the only one introduction. Every other Lila is the same introduction. In that part he says this. So I'm going to highlight, but somehow he highlighted like the small blocks. Through Lord Chaitanya Shraddhanjali, very nice. We are so lucky we have Mahaprabhu right here. Ethan, you know who's Lord Chaitanya here? Which one?
No.
Do not know. Okay. You might tell him which one?
right.
Tell him, not me.
Yeah, the one.
The one on the right. The other on the left. Who's on the left? His brother on the left. His elder brother, Lord Nityananda on the left. They go together, they do service together. Right? But Lord Chaitanya, if you become friends with Lord Chaitanya, there will be no limits to this friendship with. Now everyone accepts Prabhupada's words or no?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of us studying his books. We don't want to come to Mandir. Some people came Mandir for what? All these things and then go. That's not Mandir. This is real Mandir here. Prabhupada disciple is right here. They spend sleepless nights and days with Prabhupada, moving around, preaching, helping in different ways, spreading Krishna consciousness. Right? So, this is what is Mandir about. Mandir means what? Mataji? I told you, I told everybody some time ago.
Mandir means temple.
Okay, let's take that, but what else?
Hospital for the mind.
Hospital for the man. Man is called, in English?
Mind.
Mind. Mind is called man. Mantra is the mind. Free the mind. Mantra. The man means the mind. Hospital for the mind. Every one of us are mentally sick. You have to come here and hear the conch blowing, and all the nonsense goes out, and all this thing can come inside. So this is amazing, right? Now we learned something great. Mahaprabhu, anywhere is he? You want to look everywhere, right here. Okay, very good. Krishna Prabhu, you want to do 241? What question did you have for 241? This book.
So, in terms of resolute, why would one want to be resolute in their purpose?
Why would we want, or one want to be resolute? Why only have one purpose?
Yeah. So, the antithesis is actually answered. Krishna answers it in the second part of the verse, because if you don't have a singular purpose, you become irresolute, or i.e. you become many branched. It's hard to fix on something or achieve a goal if you have so many arms in many baskets. It's kind of like when you're going for a degree. You can go for one degree, maybe do a minor, but you can't do multiple PhDs, like 10 PhDs at once, right, Vishnu? Can you? Probably you can. But it's hard, it's difficult. That's why it's better to put all your attention and your focus onto one thing to achieve that goal. Because otherwise, if you do everything all at once, it'll never get done. Or if it does get done, it's going to take lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and that's where you get the repetition of birth and death. But if you just put all of your attention into one focus, you can do it in one lifetime.
Yeah. And I like the way he explains without referring directly to spiritual references right away. Simple thing, multitasking. It's not possible. Now even companies don't allow this. Multitasking is like supposed to be good, but now they know the attention is going away. So he explains how we should be doing one degree at a time, or one thing at a time, and then same way we build the concept into spiritual life too, right? It's like going to mandir means what? I'm going to this mandir. After this, I'm going to next mandir. The next mandir, many branch. Resolute. We want to become what? What is our goal in life? To become friends. FOLK. Friends with Lord Krishna. How can we become friends with Lord Krishna? By Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the whole of Orlando, he's only here. So no mandir is required. No this mandir is required. Very nice. Palash, what is the most dangerous type of fear?
Most dangerous
Type of fear. In which text that talks about?
Oh yeah, 37 or 38.
No.
Little bit before that. If I remember.
Yeah. Only one before this. 240. 240. Everyone should know it. 240 by heart. What does 240 say? Swa alpam api dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Last two sentences. Neha bikrama nashus. This also alpam. Swa alpam means a little bit. So a little bit of advancement in this path can save us from the most dangerous type of fear. What is the most dangerous type of fear? We talked a little bit today on the prophet.
Like from today's class?
Yeah. We should also discuss this, why I'm asking you.
That duality part, like you know,
Attachment to material.
No. What does the Supreme Lord doesn't want us to do? Separate and become what? Human, demigod,
But
care,
fall
free,
down.
right? Was it? So what is the more dangerous type of fear? I think Moshe must answer. Moshe, go ahead.
Misidentifying oneself with the body.
Identifying ourselves with the body, becoming or remaining on the bodily conception of life. Answer is given in which chapter? Text 2 in 41. Not 40, but 41 is given by Prabhupada here. Last paragraph. The whole process, however, depends on the knowledge of the soul beyond the conception of the body. Who are we?
Servants of Krishna.
Servants of Krishna. Say it the way I said earlier. We are
Spiritual beings having
Plus, go ahead.
spiritual beings having human experience.
That's all we're having, right? When I go to work, when you go to work, we become the company, right? I become Verizon, you become whatever, you become your CDA, whatever you want. That's it. After that, I become the normal house person that I am supposed to be. you become a coach, you become a devotee here now. Right? The experience of the human is only for that time. Right? So we are all naturally, what? Spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings. We are not.
It's so nice to hear after a long time.
What?
Because we forget this. We are spiritual being having a human experience.
Yeah.
We think we are human beings.
Yeah, true.
And then we are doing spiritual activities.
No, then we limit it. That's the problem. That's why we think like we limit the spiritual activities. Only to a few days and stuff.
Remember.
If we are spiritual beings, we are non-stop. And the good example, present point is mothers. When the young mothers are there with their kids, their only service is resolute to Hari. No Bhajan Kumar, no Samanvi. Only one person. Where is she today?
She's preparing for tomorrow. She knows.
What is tomorrow? Something happening? Okay, great. So, yeah, 2 minutes left. Any feedback, any questions or something from this today's discussion? No, yes. Even the microphone.
I just have a comment because you were talking a lot about service in Krishna, and I was reading some time ago recently a Krishna book. There's a pastime where Krishna is staying with a bunch of prominent, but also devotees of him that still residing in like in someone's place for some time, and the person who owns the place is talking to Krishna, and he's like talking about serving Krishna, and Krishna's like, serving me is good, but is even better, and is better to serve the devotees of Krishna.
Nice, very nice. Hari Guru Vaishnava, the last level, but when we do, we go from Vaishnava Guru Hari. That's the best. That's very nice. Yeah. Anyone else? Ethan, anything didn't make sense or something? Because I want to really make sure that everyone understood at least some philosophy.
I'm good.
You're good, right?
Yeah.
Max, make sense? Yeah. Any confusion that we know? Yes, sorry. Questions? Just a little bit. Brother, in case Mataji comes down.
So I have a question. When someone is reading, I wrote, when living entities desire to enjoy themselves, they develop a consciousness of duality and come to hate the service of the Lord. What is develop a consciousness of duality?
Hi there. It's currently 6:30 p.m. with a current temperature.
Okay, when the living entities desire to enjoy themselves, they develop a consciousness of duality. You give an answer. She wants to know what is the meaning of consciousness of duality.
So it's when you have two different thoughts, something that's split. When you have a resolute, Krishna is one, he is always referred to as absolute. So your consciousness in the spiritual world, it's always Krishna. Krishna, what can I do for Krishna? How can I serve Krishna? Here in the material world, duality, it's like, is it something I'm going to like? Is it something I'm not going to like? It's always hot, cold, rich, poor. There's always two split things. But it's always split away from Krishna as well. Because in the material world, we do have that option to serve with Krishna. So is it going to be with Krishna, without Krishna? In the spiritual world, it's only with Krishna. There's no question of without. So it's just that concept of without. Two different options which way you can go. And then ultimately that's why it repeats over and over again. Live, die, live, die. Duality, two.
Duality comes over to two. And here, come to the hate the service of Krishna, right? So either we hate it some days and we like it some days. We hate some days, we like some days. No. It has to be only liking, no hating. But liking also has to be with our free will for our choice. We don't want to be forced to like something. Like now I see you play Amazing Kartal. And your dad always brings you late, right? Always brings you late.
She's not ready.
Okay, so figure out both of you. 4 p.m. I never here because she does good with the Kadal playing with the team, so it's nice. So figure out some way, wake up early something, but that's how, you know, Friday and Saturday, I have to be here 4 o'clock playing Kadal nicely for that group here. That's all one focus, right? Do you like playing or not like playing? At least you know, figure out. Resolute, I like playing this. In the beginning, you were not so much into this and you're trying. How's your harmonium going on? Do you like harmonium playing or is it easy or difficult or tough? medium, or how is it? It's kind of difficult, but you still like it. So you still have a focus. It's very good. It's no duality there. No duality. This is what duality here basically means. That how we can separate ourselves from something we thought we loved. Now, I'm hating it actually, man. What's going on? So what we do? We revisit and see how we can figure this out. Ready to go. Thank you so much everyone for paying attention. Vishnu will lead the Gaurarati. Shishnitai Gaurarati ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.